Hi guys, it's runstretchsucceed here, and on this channel we do running videos, race vlogs, a couple of reviews are coming out, and a couple of flexibility videos. So if you want to see stuff like that, hit that subscribe button and come and join us. Today we are going to do a 30-day journey. I am going to try to wear zero drop shoes for 30 days and give you my feedback. I am kind of scared of this challenge. Well, to be honest, I'm recording this intro after, but I'm pretending I've done it before, so just shh. I am going to try to wear zero drop shoes for 30 days and see how it goes. Zero drop shoes are where the heel and the shoes are the same height, so it never goes up, it's always on the same level, so it's more like you're a barefoot runner. They are classed as a minimal shoe. The reason I want to try this challenge is because sometimes I get some knee pain. Also, it's meant to be better to build muscle in your calf, in your quads, because you don't have that heel. It doesn't push it as much into your hamstrings, and it kind of helps you to build that muscle. Also, it's meant to create less chance of injury, and also better on the joints and better on the back, creating better form. So I guess we'll just have to experience it and see what the outcome is at the end. So I'm going to say I would not recommend just going straight into this. I do spend a lot of time barefoot because I teach pole dancing. Most of my fitness is barefoot except running. I also do flexibility work. But because generally I don't wear shoes that much, I'm not that worried about adjusting too much. Hopefully it'll be fine, but obviously I will give you the feedback in the end. So let's get straight into looking at the shoes I bought, and then we'll get straight into giving you my experience and the outcome.
So I'm trying two new pairs of shoes. The first one is the Innovate Terra Ultra G270. They had amazing tread, obviously, because they was trail, one of the best treads I've ever seen. Also, the sole of the shoe had this weird embossed pattern. What I read on the internet was to stop sweat build-up and water build-up. The second pair of shoes I got were the Ultra Pro Vision 6. The biggest difference to any other shoe I've ever had with these was how big the toe box was and how foot shape there was and how much space you had in the toe box.
So the first deal of zero drop shoes, and these are the Innovate Trail ones. Walking, they don't feel too different. It's more to do with the toes. I feel like my toes are spreading a bit more to the floor, like I've got a bit more control and movement out of it. What's really good for someone with a really wide foot like mine. They do feel quite slanted at the front, but really doesn't concern me too much that they're a bit slanted at the front, so that feels good. I'm just going to go for my first run. It's not going to be far, about 2 miles, 3 miles, something like that, so hopefully they will feel fine, but I'm not too scared. I spend a lot of time barefoot, a hell of a lot of time barefoot, so I don't feel like this is going to be as much as an issue as a lot of other people would find adapting. So I'm going to go for my run now, and I'll update you at the end and tell you if I found anything different, I guess.
A few moments later.
So that was my first run in the zero drops, and it felt different but not bad. The uphills felt better, the downhills felt faster, the flat felt slower, what I was not expecting. Generally I felt quite strong, didn't feel any aches or pains in the calf. I've only done 3 miles though, but generally I'm quite happy so far with the shoes. So hopefully there will be no transition issues. I'm really hoping there isn't, because no one's got time for that. So first run, okay. I'll be back with the road shoes. I did do quite a lot of different terrains. I did canal, grass, bit of road, bit of like cobbles, I did a bit of everything, so everything feels a-okay. I'm quite loving them, to be honest, and they look quite pretty. Come on, if something looks pretty. I felt like I was tilting in slightly, but I think that's more to do with having more space in the toolbox and just having more room, so it just makes it feel a lot more different. So maybe I'm not tilting it. So hopefully everything will go okay and I will improve, or I will just not like the shoes and we'll go back to normal 10cm drop shoes, whatever I had before.
More moments later.
It's been a week and a half or 2 weeks of wearing zero drop shoes, and to be honest, I've noticed hell of a lot. Let's talk about running. The things that I've noticed when running is, at first my feet felt a little turned in, but I don't actually feel like they was turned in. I feel like they were going straight, and before my feet were slightly turned out when I'm running. It was a bit nerve-wracking at first, but now I feel like I'm a lot more straight, my feet are a lot more in line, I'm more consistent with the stride and just in a general better running form. I do find that I am striking in the middle to the toe, what is correct from what I understand while running. One thing I have noticed with this is that because I've not got a heel, is that I feel like my core can engage what I never feel like when I'm running, and also I feel like I can get a lot more power through my arms, and I generally feel like my stride is smaller but a lot more powerful. I can feel my muscles are working hell a lot more than normal. It's the first time I've had DOMs from running since Leeds to Liverpool, but I've never had DOMs after running 6 miles for a long time. So I feel like that's a good thing. Generally, I always find that if something's harder for you, it's better for you when you're training. If you generally skip the corners and always make stuff easier for yourself, you're never going to really.
I just wanted to state, because it was near Christmas, I did run in all conditions, so trail, dry, snow and rain, so I did get quite a lot of different experience using zero drop shoes.
So guys, I've worn zero drop shoes for 30 days. Do I feel like they had a positive impact or a negative impact? So let's start off with who should transfer and how you should do it. I teach dance, so I'm barefoot then. I generally don't wear shoes in the house, and I do a lot of flexibility training, what obviously you don't do in shoes. So I would not recommend doing what I did, where you just put the shoes on and wear them full time, because I think that is too much impact on your body in one go. But if you were like me, you can do it, but I wouldn't recommend it still. I would recommend spending more time barefoot if you can, and then wearing them 1 or 2 times a week, and you really will feel the difference on how much your body is working, how much your quads are working, your hamstrings, your gastrocnemius, your calf muscle, in how much it's working and how much it's building. I don't really get DOMs through running, but when I was wearing these, I got mega bad DOMs. Do I feel like there's a benefit? I do feel like there's a benefit, because when your body's working harder, it's going to build more muscle. So obviously if you build more muscle, you're less prone to injury, you are going to run faster, you are going to be just generally more fitter and more stable on your feet and have more stable joints. So yes, I do. Did I notice a difference? 100%. I managed to do the fastest 10k I've ever done, and I managed to do that 3 times, and that was about 2 weeks in. I felt like my stride was a lot stronger. I felt like it was a lot more stable, a lot more in line, as sometimes when I'm running, I feel like my knee turns out and it hurts the joint sometimes. Also, I get a sore knee when I run. It comes on about 8 miles, but then it'll just slowly ease off as I get warmer, and that doesn't happen anymore, what I'm so glad of. And I really do think it's because of these shoes, and maybe it's because my stride is a lot straighter. Also, the first couple of times I did run in these,
I could feel like my core engaged. I felt like I could use my arms of power a lot more. So obviously I felt like the form of my running improved over the weeks. So would I carry on wearing them? Yes, but no. I am going to carry on training with them because I feel like it lets me practice my form a lot better. I feel like it exercises and builds the muscle better. So it's more of a strength workout than if I wear my other shoes, my other trainers, what I've worn in the past. Also, I generally feel like I have less chance of injuring myself. But on race day, when we're running as fast as we can, we are running a longer distance sometimes. No, I would get some with a small heel, maybe not hocker, but like a little bit of a drop, just so it takes some impact out my muscles, because obviously you're running such distance, you're pushing your body a lot more, and I really feel like that will just give that little bit of advantage and a little bit of less impact on your muscles and let you go that little bit faster. But when I train, I'm always going to train in zero drop now. So I've not really got more to say than that because it's only been 30 days and I am still learning and we're still going on, but I did think it would be interesting for you guys to hear what I thought of them, and if you was thinking of doing it, whether you should do it straight away or whether you should build up in it. And I 100% do think it would benefit a hell of a lot of people, but I would not recommend doing it straight away because it's obviously going to put a lot of stress on your body and it's too much impact. So slowly build up to it and then just enjoy your runs and just have fun with it, because what's the point of training all the time if you can't have fun with training? But I was thinking of trying barefoot running shoes, so the actual barefoot ones where they've got no sole. Maybe not this time of the year, but later on this year. If you would like to see that and would like to hear my experience. And now we're entering race season, I'm so glad to make some more vlog content. I've got the Lakelands, I've got Chester 100, I've got Leeds to Liverpool, I've got Manchester to Liverpool, I've got some trail races, and I've really missed doing all these videos for you guys, and it really inspires me to see your comments in these videos. So I guess guys, I will see you next time. And if you loved this video and not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. And if you liked it, please hit that like. And I will see you in the next video.
you.